What is up, everybody? Thanks for joining me today. We're doing a catch and cook. I'm at one of my favorite panfish spots. It's exactly what we're targeting. Preferably chunky bluegills, but you never know what you're going to catch here. I got a 1/32 ounce jig head rigged up on 2-pound line with a chunk of worm on there. These are green dyed worms. We'll see how they work out for us. They're quite lively, surprisingly, after being in my fridge for about a month and a half, but we're running an ultralight rod. I brought a couple with me. Ultralight reel. This is a fast action stick, so let's see what we can do. After fishing, we'll go home and I'll show y'all one of my favorite recipes, how I like to prepare these fish. I haven't fished this area in a while. I haven't done ultralight fishing in a while, over a month now, so we'll see what the bite's like. It's nice nobody's here. We got the hole all to ourselves. This is a quite popular one, arguably the most popular spot in the area. I typically can only have it to myself early in the morning. There we go. This is exactly why. However, it's scorching hot, so I think that's going to keep some people away. That's a chunky gill, man. There's our first keeper. Beautiful. And you took our worm, but that's okay. Good looking fish. Oh, first gill of the day and our first keeper. We're gonna get it iced up, and we'll keep on keeping on catching some more. I don't need too many today, just enough for myself and a few neighbors who I want to prepare a couple fillets for, but see what we can do. All right, guys, we are gonna reworm. We're gonna be targeting the bigger ones. I think it's gonna be cast after cast action. I'm really not surprised we just nailed one on our first cast. There's probably gonna be an abundance of species here. I am gonna throw a bigger chunk on just to see if they're interested in it. Some of the bigger ones, I should say. But see what we can do. Now this chunk is on the bigger side. I don't think we're gonna have to downsize. We might. Hoping this kind of discriminates against some of the smaller ones. The reason this spot's so productive is the amount of rock that runs out of here. They all just kind of accumulate around them. So there's about 25 feet of, I guess, what you would call almost riprap coming out. There we go. It's a nice gill. And all these fish kind of come in the deeper pockets on the either side of it and just chill out. That's a little small. Nice gill though, if we get desperate, which we're not right now. Some back-to-back stuff. Gotta get used to this ultralight rig, ultralight setup. Haven't fished in some time. There we go. That didn't take long. Beautiful. Pumpkin seed. Man, we're not gonna be eating this fella. I don't know why, man. I'm sure they taste delicious, but I just think they're the most beautiful fish and I have a hard time eating them. Probably because how much I enjoy catching them. So when it gets this hot out, man, sunfish are the way. I take bass fishing every morning, every evening over this anytime. But in that dog summer heat. There we go. Oh wow. That was a nice one. Bunch of fight in her. Good looking chunk, we'll take you. Oh, peeing all over me. And the spot is continuing to provide. Nope, we're on one. Well, that was quick. Literally hit the water. Strong one. That's a good looking gill. beautiful. Well, the bite is absolutely on fire. I think we need about one more and that'll do it. I do just want to stay out and fish, but I gotta get these fish back soon. So much fun doing this. There we go. As easy as that. Doesn't feel too big. No, it's not bad. I get used to this drag on the back. Wow, I don't think this reel should be making that noise. I mean, I'm gonna let you go on that one. That was a real pretty one though. We got to keep our worms up. Fair deal. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this reel. It's super old. No, I don't think it's been used very much. Maybe some sort of design flaw or something, I don't know. Oh my goodness, that's a good fish. Is that a drum or something weird? Now that's a bluegill. That's a chunk. That's fighting like a, I don't even know. Oh man, and my reel's all messed up too. Probably a bass. Oh no, that's a bluegill. Holy chunk. Oh my goodness, that's the one. She's the one. All right guys, I could stay out here catching these fellas all day, but we got some fish to fry. What is up everyone? We are back at the place. We got that boy Mars in the house just hanging out. What's up buddy? How you doing today? Now I'm gonna show y'all exactly what you need, but first we took 5 beauties. We got them chilling in the sink right now. We actually took 8. I gave 3 to my neighbor who's a really cool guy. We talk fishing all the time, older fella, and he really doesn't get out to fish as much as he'd like to. So I figured I'd bring him some nice ones. He always talks about how much he enjoys cooking up bluegill and crappie and that sort of thing. He was pretty happy to receive them as well. So you're gonna need onion powder, cayenne pepper, white pepper, the ground kind, eggs, fish fry. I prefer the Louisiana. You can use whatever you want. Vegetable oil. You can use any sort of oil, I guess. That's just what I got right now. Cutting board, knife, measuring instruments, that sort of thing. Now let's get to it. So we are preparing these fish whole today. I prefer it that way. I feel like you get a lot more meat and a lot more flavor. Basically, I went through, cut off the heads, gutted them, and scaled them with a spoon. Use a knife to scale or whatever you want, but it comes out looking something like this. A lot of good meat on there. That's a pretty fat one. So we're gonna take our fillet, throw it in our egg wash. Just gonna help that breading stick to it. Now you don't really need it, but I find it helps. And we're gonna throw it up in our breading. And last but not least, we're gonna mix up our seasoning, and then we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on the fish. Now, I like to use a ½ teaspoon of onion powder, a ½ teaspoon of cayenne pepper, just to add a bit of spice to it, and a ½ teaspoon of that ultra potent white pepper. Kind of gives it a smoky flavor, and I love pepper. Who am I kidding? You don't need this stuff. That's just what I throw in there. Really makes the recipe for me. Now I'm gonna get a couple of these powdered up. All right, we got that oil bubbling. Actually just pulled the first one out. Now I'm gonna throw the next one in. You can see I rubbed that little seasoning rub I like to do on there. Now these don't take long, maybe a couple minutes. If that. I mean, we got our oil really going. We're just gonna put that in there with our tongs. Try not to get burnt. Give it maybe a minute, then we're gonna flip it over. You'll see the fins start turning kind of a goldeny color. That's usually a good sign that it's about time for a little flip. Now I'm not really a chef, so just perfect this recipe. Take it with a grain of salt. This is just how a regular dude likes to prepare it. Oh man, look at that color. That's gonna be good. First one came out a little crispy. I don't mind it. I like that crust. You're definitely going to want that fan running the entire time. Actually, I'm going to open up my patio door right quick because the house is probably going to smell like this for about a day. I don't mind. It's absolutely delicious. And well, the results are in and they turned out a-okay. One of them got a little overdone. I ate it already. It smoked out the entire place, so we're dealing with that right now. Whole block smells like panfish. It's a good smell though. This is what our final result looks like. I mean, these are good. They're gonna flake right off the bone. That other one did. The tail fin's actually my favorite part. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you like the catch and cook stuff, let me know. We'll do some more stuff like that on the channel. It's fun for me to do something different. I had a blast making the video, and I got dinner. I gotta whip up some salads. Hope you get to yourselves, we get to each other, and I hope you get some good fish on, my friends. We'll catch you next time. No fish for you tonight, Mars. Last time I gave you a fish, it didn't agree with you, buddy. We were dealing with that all night. Peace.